Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is a very special scene for the Kingdom of the Southern Gate. Dominic Harlow and Rose Black are getting married in Hawaii at the Alani Resort. It's actually a private affair. They didn't elope, but it is a private marriage that is being streamed. Flown in with them was a priest friend of the court. He's a member of the summer court. His name is Father Maris Alistair. He is actually Dominic's priest. Dominic is Catholic. So the morning of the wedding, basically, they take their time to get their dresses and their suits, the rings. Tolia Petrova basically pulled out all the stops for them and said whatever they wanted, nothing was too much to ask for, and to please go ahead and make sure that they had the happiest of days. So flowers have been arranged, and a small dinner for them together afterwards have been prepared. But as for now, the two of them have walked down the aisle towards their friend, this priest, and he stands before them, joined, hands together, her in her beautiful white dress, Dominic in his very handsome black suit. And Dominic will smile at her and squeeze her hands softly. And Maris will look between the both of them and say, "Are you ready?"
I'll let Dominic and nod her head.
And Father Maris will say, "We're here today to celebrate one of life's greatest moments, the joining of two hearts. In this ceremony today, we'll witness the joining of Rose and Dominic in marriage. Together today, so that the Lord may seal and strengthen your love in the presence of God and your partners. The Lord abundantly blesses your love. He strengthens you so you may walk together in his light. A good marriage must be created. In marriage, the little things are the big things. It's never being too old to hold hands. It's remembering to say I love you at least once a day. It's never going to sleep angry. It's standing together and facing the world. It's speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It's having the capacity to forgive and forget. It's giving each other an atmosphere in which you can grow. It's a common search for good and the beautiful. It's not only marrying the right person, it's being the right partner." I'm going to read from 1 Corinthians. And he'll kind of open his Bible carefully, and Dominic will smile softly. "Love is very patient and kind, never jealous or envious, never boastful or proud. Love is never haughty or selfish or rude. Love does not demand its own way. Love is not irritable or touchy. Love does not hold grudges and will hardly notice when others do it wrong. Glad about injustice, but rejoices whenever truth wins out. If you love someone, you will be loyal to them no matter what the cost. You will always believe in them, always expect the best in them, and will always stand your ground in defending them." Close the book and say amen. Don't want to go say a soft amen. He'll smile.
As Rose.
"Dominic, will you please turn to your bride and recite for her your vows?" And he'll nod, take her hands and turn to her. "Rose, in you I have found my best friend, confidant, lover, and inspiration. I'm far from perfect, but between us I have found a perfect love. You accept me unconditionally as I accept you, and I know in you I have never-ending support and ever-loving patience. I vow to be your partner in life, to walk with you hand in hand. I vow to communicate with you freely and fearlessly. I provide you a sanctuary of protection and peace without inhibiting your growth. But above all else, I vow to respect and cherish you, my equal, until the end of our days." And he'll smile and squeeze her hands.
He's already tearing up.
And Father Maris will smile at her and say, "Rose, will you share your vows with your groom?"
She takes a deep breath. Says, Dominic, here we are. We've certainly had our ups and downs, but it's only strengthened my love for you. I'm better because of you, and I'm so beyond thankful to have you in my life. After all that has happened, and you still dare to love me, humbles me and shows me what kind of man you are. I'm so lucky to get to call you my husband and father to our child. I want to be with you forever, and I'll never let you go. I promise to love, honor, cherish, and comfort you however I can for all the days of my life, until the very life and light leaves my eyes. I promise to do this in sickness and health, for rich or for poor, in light and in dark, and not just when things are easy, but especially when life is hard. I don't take calling you my husband lightly, and I will spend the rest of my life showing you how much you mean to me. I love you so much, and I promise you all of this forever and always.
Smile and squeeze her hands again. He'll turn to Rose, the priest will. Rose, do you take Dominic to be your husband?
I
That's it.
do.
Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect him, forsaking all others, and holding only unto him forevermore?
You know, she thinks about that statement.
He'll smile and shake his head playfully and look at
Like,
her.
she'll just be like, all right, whatever. Yeah, I do.
Chuckle. And the cat meows softly, like, oh my god. He'll turn to Dominic and he'll say, Dominic, do you take Rose to be your wife? And Dominic will say, I do. And he says, do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect her, forsaking all others and holding only unto her forevermore? And he'll kind of playfully smirk back at her and he'll say, I do. Playfully.
Yeah, she's just grinning because she's like, the fuck. In her head, she's thinking, no, but yeah, whatever.
No, yeah. He'll Father Morris will take their rings out of his pocket and hand them each to each other. The ring is a symbol of unbroken circle of love. Heaven has no beginning and no end, no giver and no receiver, for each is the giver and each is the receiver. To always remind you of the vows you've taken. And he'll basically encourage Rose to take Dom's hand.
And she does.
Repeat after me. I, Rose,
I, Rose,
give thee Dom.
give thee
He says
Dom.
take thee Dom. He says take thee Dom, sorry.
Oh, take thee Dom.
To be my husband.
To be my husband.
To have and to hold in sickness and in health.
And to hold in sickness and in health.
For richer, for poorer.
For richer or for poorer.
In joy and sorrow.
Joy and sorrow.
And I promise my love to you.
And I promise my love to you.
Take this ring as a sign of my love.
Take this ring as a sign of my love.
And he'll encourage her to put it on him.
And she does.
And he'll smile, he'll blush. Father Morris will encourage him through his vows. He'll say, with prompting, I, Dominic, take thee, Rose, to be my wife. Old in sickness and in health, for richer, for poorer, in joy and sorrow. And I promise my love to you. Take this ring as a sign of my love. And he'll smile and sign it onto her finger. And Father Mars will basically, he'll make a sign of the cross over their hands. Lord, bless and consecrate this groom and bride in their love for each other, of their true faith in each other, and always remind them of their love. And he'll smile. I offer a prayer. Bless this marriage as they begin their journey down the road of life together. We don't know what lies ahead, for the road turns and bends, but help them to make the best of whatever comes their way. Help them to continue to enjoy each other as they did when they first met. Help them to realize that nothing nor no one is perfect, and to look for the good in all things and all people, including themselves. Respect each other's likes and dislikes, opinions and beliefs, hopes and dreams and fears, even though they may not always understand them. Help them, Lord, to learn from each other and to help each other to grow mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Help them to realize that no matter what happens to them, they will hold on to each other and know that things have a way of working out for the good. For their children, a peaceful, stable home of love as the foundations to which they can build their lives. But most of all, help them to keep lit the torch of love that they now share, so that by their loving example they may pass the light of love onto their children and those that they love, forever and ever. Amen. And he'll smile at the both of them. Now, Dominic and Rose, by the power invested in me in God and the state of Florida and Hawaii, I now pronounce you man and wife. And Dominic lights up.
So does Rose.
And he'll say, I think you know what to do. And he'll like wink at them.
She'll nod and she'll like grab his face and kiss him.
Yeah, he kisses her back so hard. And he'll spin her and kind of pick her up, and Mickey will clap. The very small amount of guests who were allowed to watch and stuff like that watch, and the people who are kind of watching on Facebook Live like will ping like congratulations, yay, and things like that. And Dominic will basically hold her so close and press his forehead to hers.
She'll close her eyes. She has tears streaming down her face, and she's just so damn happy.
He's crying too, very gently, and he'll reach up and stroke her cheek with the back of his fingertips. I love you.
I love you too.
And he'll lead her down he'll lead her down the aisle again to where they're brought to their very, very lovely wedding dinner. Like, we're talking no expenses spared. Filet mignon, fucking gilded ice cream. I don't give a damn.
Damn.
And talk and just stay in bliss with her.
Yep.
And with that, I believe we can end our very, very happy, beautiful scene.